We are getting ready to go live on YouTube. It is loading as we speak, and we got about 20 seconds to go, and we'll be live on River West Radio. So stand by as all the pieces fall into place here. Welcome to Ability MKE Now. My name is Sue Roskoff. Ability MKE Now, where we are dedicated to inclusion, connection, community, bringing people together and being relevant to everybody. That is what we do here. We bring people with disabilities and people that don't have a disability together, enjoying life here in the Milwaukee area. We all have our own experience with disability, whether it's our own, with people we know, or with people we encounter in our everyday lives. We all have different and unique abilities, and that is what we celebrate. Here at Ability MKE Now, we celebrate the ability in all of us. And joining me today is my co-host, Michael Martin Hummel. He is a writer, speaker, and podcaster dedicated to bridging the gap between disabled and able-bodied communities. And as always, I'm so happy to see you, Michael. How you doing?
I'm good. It's good to see you too.
And I wanted to give a quick little shout out to River West Radio and the big event that they had about a week and a half ago. That Sunset Boat Tour, I hear, was a huge success, and the weather could not have been better. That they had a beautiful day, wonderful people, and all the great support. I am so excited for that being such a big success for River West Radio. And for all of us with Ability MKE Now, we thank all of you who chose to spend the evening with River West out on the river and getting a chance to hop on board the boat. So big thanks to everyone out there and for the guys at River West who made that happen. You guys are the best. We love you and we appreciate you more than you know. So just wanted to make sure to remind everybody that, if you missed the boat this year, well, hopefully we'll get a chance to do it again next year. So that is something to set your sights on. But I have, oh my gosh, so many great things happening right now. This is the time of year where things are in full swing. Anyone who knows us knows about water skiing, and it is totally water ski season now. We are on the water. Shows are underway. We've got 3 shows in already. So the first one was on Memorial Day. We had 2 Thursday nights since then, and we are hoping the weather cooperates tomorrow. Last I looked, it's looking a little questionable, but out on Pewaukee Lake it's just about 20 minutes or so to the west of Milwaukee. Pewaukee Lake is where we have the pleasure of putting on the ski shows, Pewaukee Lake Water Ski Club. And we do have an event that's coming up. We actually have several events outside of just the ski shows, but one in particular that I wanted to mention because it's pretty special, I think. Our love for adaptive water skiing. We do have an event in August, on August the 22nd is a Saturday. And that is an adaptive event that will be at Pewaukee, at our ski site, open to all abilities. And that is a day we have the sit ski out there. We will have so much fun together on the water. This year, being it is our country's 250th anniversary, with having that, if you guys are, this, right? It was only recently somebody mentioned to me about the 250th. I'm like, wait, what? Oh yeah, 250. So this is, it kind of snuck up on me that I just wasn't clicking with the dates like that, but it's a big deal, July 4th this year. And something that we're doing that's extra special, we have a friend of ours, a longtime friend, that has gone above and beyond to make an opportunity happen. we have the opportunity on the morning of July 4th to bring wounded and our wounded veterans, our wounded warriors, our anyone who has a military background that has some sort of reason why they would want to use a sit ski with us, and that opportunity will happen on that morning of July 4th. We'll be able to celebrate that day, starting out with getting a day on the water, doing some adaptive water skiing with veterans. And I happen to know we still have room. I actually thought that the spots for that were going to be gone like as soon as we started talking about it. But amazingly enough, yeah, and it could be because of the date and people, some of our vets may have other other things going on July 4th. I can imagine parades and whatnot, because that's another thing in the afternoon there in Pewaukee. We will also have a parade in the afternoon. We have a ski show that evening, well, that late afternoon, early evening. But to have this opportunity in the morning on July 4th is something I am so looking forward to. And if we're lucky, a friend of ours that is a veteran that will be skiing with us that day. I'm hoping he will be able to join us on here before time is up. We just had reached out earlier today asking, hey, you want to come on and talk a bit about what this is like, what adaptive skiing all is, because he's amazing and has been skiing with us for years. So I'm hopeful, just giving you that little tease, that we may get to hear from him directly here in the next 20 minutes or so. But that's a biggie. So, Michael, I gotta ask, do you have any big plans for July 4th this year? Being it's the 250th, is that doing anything special for you?
And it should do more. My father's a veteran. He was in Korea during Vietnam, and my so was my uncle. So I should be more into it, but honestly, I'm ashamed to say I'm not. I'll probably only have hot dogs and hamburgers and not really think too much of it.
Well, and everybody's gonna celebrate it however it works best for them, for whatever the day holds, and that's fine. Nothing
The-
wrong with any of that.
I'm not a big fireworks guy. The
Ah,
way
I
the way the way I am, you've seen a month unless they start doing direct tricks. Okay, I'm done.
See, and I love fireworks. That to me, it's so much fun. It's like you don't know what the next one's gonna look like, and they're just big and beautiful. And so I'm on the flip side. I absolutely love going and enjoying that. And lucky for us, that's another piece. So July 4th. This
Yeah.
is what my day looks like at this point. It's going to be a little crazy, I think, but crazy fun. So starting out the day with adaptive water skiing with our veterans. Then we have a parade in the afternoon. I don't know off the top of my head if it's 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, I think. I'll have to double check the time. And then a water ski show, I believe at 5:30. That adjusts a little bit every year depending on what else is happening at the lake. And then I think there's going to be possibly some music, maybe a band. I have to get up to speed on all of the things in place. But then there's always the fireworks right at the lakefront where we ski. So we're super blessed to have so many fun things going on that day. And you know what? I actually I took a minute before hopping on here to look up a little bit about the 250th. Since I
Mhm.
was so disconnected with the whole thought of what that all is entailing, there's a lot going on nationwide, which makes a lot of sense, right? Nationwide, there is a big push for big things to be happening. There's a website that I found. It's America250.org. So again, America250.org. Lots of stuff on there, and I found the section that says, "What is America 250?" And let me just read this part. So for those that are getting up to speed like I was earlier today, you can be on board with me here. And I'm just reading directly from the site. It says, comprising the U.S. Semi-Quincentennial Commission, and yes, I had to practice saying that one. I've never had to say that word before. So, comprising the U.S. Semi-Quincentennial Commission, established by Congress in 2016, and America250.org Inc., the nonprofit supporting organization to the commission, America 250 is a nonpartisan initiative working to engage every American in commemorating the 250th anniversary of our country. This multi year effort from now through July 4th, 2026, is an opportunity to pause and reflect on our nation's past, honor the contributions of all Americans, and look ahead toward the future we want to create for the next generation and beyond. Former Presidents George W. Bush and Barack Obama, and former First Ladies Laura Bush and Michelle Obama serve as honorary national co chairs, and the effort is supported by a bipartisan congressional caucus of more than 350 members, which is the largest caucus in U.S. history. So there's a lot of information to be found on the website, and I just kind of was skimming the surface here as I was figuring out what is all happening. And I can only imagine how many celebrations are taking place across the country, and that's where I'm feeling very blessed that our ski club is hopping on board with being able to provide this opportunity for adaptive skiing with our wonderful veterans. So I'm excited and want to make sure that is known. So
I didn't know any of that.
yeah, very cool. So that's where being able to, if it wasn't for being here tonight, I wouldn't know a lot of that either. I would know we're doing adaptive skiing with our vets, but the fact that there's so much more going on, specifically this year, being it's such a monumental, the 250th only happens once, so it's huge. And I was excited before, and now I'm exceptionally excited knowing how much more is going to be taking place.
Mhm. Yeah.
And with the adaptive skiing, I do have a couple more dates I can share. So we do get to ski with the Lindsay Legis Free Water Ski Club as well. And the website there is lindsay.org, and I'll spell that one Lynzay. Again, Lynzay.org. And the whole reason, there's a little backstory here. And that is, Lindsay is a wonderful young lady that we do what we do with adaptive skiing and ski lessons and whatnot down in Burlington, actually in her memory. She passed away at the age of 14 in a car accident, and she, boy, actually we've lost her quite a few years ago, but her legacy continues with what her family has created, and they'll tell you right up front, it was none of it was ever their idea. Things just happened. This is the way things went. The ski lessons started happening, and that we had this chance meeting that Kurt and Rick met and started talking about adaptive skiing. And Rick was on board 100% from the word one. So can't say enough wonderful things about him and his wife and all the things that they're doing to help people enjoy being on the water. And we have a total of 2 dates taking place in Burlington and one in Wisconsin Rapids. So I'm just going to mention what those are. June 26th, so these are all Fridays. June 26th down in Burlington, July 17th in Wisconsin Rapids. The reason it's up there is the state water ski tournament, the show ski tournament is going to be taking place that same weekend. So on Friday, we'll be doing some adaptive skiing while we're up there. And then on the last Friday in August, August 28th, we'll be back down in Burlington. In the Burlington, we do it at Fisher Park, which is the ski site of the Aqueducts water ski team. So they are a huge support in all of this as well. So we're underway. It's time to hop in the water and enjoy all the great things that happen to be around here. So, what type? I know you've done some different adaptive sports over the course of your days. What is your favorite, and when was the last time you got to play?
I've done basketball, I've done lacrosse, and I've done tennis. My favorite is basketball. I played Oh, and I did wheelchair racing, which was a lot because I did that from 1988 until 1997. So it was a
Oh,
lot.
wow.
Yeah. My favorite, I would say, is definitely basketball because
Excellent.
it was just a lot of fun, and it taught me
Oh, somehow you got muted there.
it taught me camaraderie, competition, and I really like what wheelchair racing because it instilled in me the idea that your only competition is truly yourself
Ooh, yes.
because every race is just you and you're just trying to get better.
Uh, and tell us about the equipment, because you're not using your regular chair for this,
No,
I don't think.
no, they well for it depends. If you are just playing around and in practice, you would use your chair. If you were playing with the big boys and like doing like high tech and like this is like the big thing, the big game, then they would give you like these chairs that look like you just stepped out of an Optimus Prime um show or episode, and they were just harder. There was there were better turning radius. They had a sturdier frame, so it was just more hardcore.
Excellent. So, and when's the last time you got to do that?
Well, last time I played for Rail, oh, it was a while ago. Probably 13 years ago.
Ah, do you miss it? Are you gonna go back and play sometime again?
Heck yeah, I miss it, but I'm getting to be an old man as far as the sport is concerned. I mean, when I would play and these 18-year-old kids would go faster than I would, and and I used to be a guard, and I used to be able to like run the floor with people and go really fast, and I can't do that anymore. So I was like, okay, I'm done.
And I can appreciate that.
Yeah,
It's hard.
I'll just play around. I mean,
Play for fun.
yeah. I mean, I play for fun and I play to basically stay in shape, but that's
Hmm.
about it. That's about it.
That's good. You got to get the exercise in. You got to find a
Yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah. I mean, and also I realized as the years went on, I would get less and less playing time,
Yeah.
and like I'm like thinking to myself, if I'm not even going to play, why even get up?
Uh,
I'd rather be in bed.
yeah,
So
that's a tough one.
I quit and stayed in bed.
Yeah, because yeah, that's a hard one because when you love a sport and you want to keep playing, but you're not, yeah, you got to make that somewhere in there. There's that decision time of, am I going to keep going? Am I going to cheer from the side? Am I going to say, enough's enough? This is my time. It's
And
and that the answer is different for everyone.
that happens all the time. I mean,
Yeah,
people in baseball and basketball and football and they all have to retire.
it
So
happens at some point because our bodies aren't. infinite. we,
Yeah.
as I actually even for me this year, I have not yet actually skied. I've switched gears and I am in the boat this year, which is a great place for me. There to be a spotter in the boat, you need to be able to know what's going on, be able to be a pinner, but know how to do the different things with ropes and all. There's a lot more to it than I even knew. I'm learning a
Yeah.
lot because it's a different end of things, but I've had enough uh, oh gosh, enough pain issues with
Yeah.
hips and knees and all the things where it's like, not sure it's
That's
worth
the thing.
it.
Playing basketball, I've jammed every single one of my fingers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I've sprained a few too.
Mm. And that's hard. I mean, you need your hands to roll, right?
Yeah,
So if
yeah,
you are injured, that's not good.
no, because my hands and arms are pretty much all I got,
And
and you realize when you get older that basketball is fun, but it's not the end all be all.
yep, you got to take care of you. That's
And I've had multiple doctors telling me that my shoulders are degenerating.
oh no.
And when they go, I'm done. So
Well,
and I'm gonna have to have surgery on them
mm,
soon. Well, 20 years, I was told, but that was a few years ago. So we'll
well,
see.
and you'd prefer that versus going to some kind of an automated wheelchair or mechanic, you know what I mean? The
Yeah, yeah,
with the so because you want to keep rolling by hand.
yeah.
That's what I'm hearing. Okay.
I'd rather roll manually than electric. And
Never- hmm.
yeah,
So well, and have you used an electric one before? I'm just curious.
I'm actually getting one in tomorrow
Oh no way! How's that for
because
timing?
I'm getting one for around the house for tomorrow. And then when I leave the house, I'm gonna just use my manual, and it's specifically so I can save my shoulders.
That's a smart move. You gotta take the steps that you need to take so that you can keep whatever level of ability you have physically speaking.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a friend of ours that has told us, I've heard him say it multiple times, of as long as you keep doing it, whatever it is that you're doing, if you're a runner, if you're a skier, if you're whatever your level of activity is, keep going. As even
mm,
as you aged, I mean, with I'll put that caveat in there. You still got to pay attention to your body because
yeah,
as you age, you do have to respect that.
hmm,
But once you stop doing those activities, then the game changes a lot faster.
yeah.
So,
And
uh,
I'm still gonna play basketball. I'm still gonna lift weights. I'm just gonna do it smarter.
excellent. Well, and that's even kind of ties into one thing that we do every day. We do the 12 o'clock shakedown.
Yeah,
So people are like, shake, what the heck's a shakedown? That sounds like something bad. But it's like, no, no, literally, think percussion. Think, put some kind of a shaker in your hand, like a maraca or something homemade, whatever it might be. Something that, and actually, I've got mine right next to me here. You probably can hear it shakes. And that's what I use during the shakedown. And it's 15 minutes of music in motion. And we have a core group of us that hop on Zoom at 12 o'clock noon Central Time. We've got people from across the country that come, but we're on there 12 o'clock noon Central, and it's 15 minutes of music in motion. And then right after that, we have what we call the On the Mark program. And that got named after a friend of ours, Mark Laufenberg, that sadly we lost him. Uh, Gosh, a little over a year ago that he passed away, and man, do we miss him. But he would show up every day. He would change his Zoom background, and it would be celebrity birthdays. It would be what goofy thing can we celebrate today? What because you name it, there's a holiday for it, right?
Yeah.
There's today, one of the things was celebrating ballpoint pens. I mean, you name it, it's out there. So we make it fun. So we do 15 minutes of music in motion, and then we have maybe 10 minutes or so of things to celebrate. Birthdays that are notable in history, the events in history,
Mhm.
and and then we live stream that part so that whether you're able to be on at that time or need to tune in later, it's out there. It's on YouTube. It's on Facebook. It's available for people to use when it works best for them. But we always invite people because I like having cool kids in the Zoom room with us. It's a lot of fun, and it's a lovely group of people. And then we kind of hang out afterwards. We chit chat, we check in on each other, and if we're missing somebody for more than a couple of days, then it's like, okay, time to call and see, are they okay? What's going on? And it's a lot of fun. And I think personally, mobility wise, it makes a difference.
Yeah.
It's something that is for all abilities. We had, gosh, the gentleman that started this actually has MS, multiple sclerosis, and he was one that said when COVID started, all of a sudden his level of activity was went from being quite a bit to not nearly enough, and he was physically feeling the impact of not doing as much. So he made the commitment to come on Zoom at noon every day. It kept him accountable, it got people together, and he led this 15 minutes of music in motion. And it made that difference that physically kept him and the others in the group at a good level. And then, once life got back to normal again, he had to actually step back because then that was too much motion for him because now he's back to normal life and needs to save that energy for the other for jobs and all the things of life. So we've kept it going, and it is fun, and it's all about moving your body. It's all about taking care of you and being fun. I always say, push yourself but don't hurt yourself, and dance like nobody's watching. Which,
Yeah.
quite frankly, my face is on the screen doing the motions, and it took me a little while to get past the part of, oh my God, somebody's been watching me do this. Whatever. It's all for fun. We're doing this together, and it is so worthwhile. So it helps to have an accountability crew together to keep it going. So do you have anything like that in your corner of the world where people are moving and keeping in touch and being accountable to one another? Do you have anything like that you've
No,
experienced?
no, we don't.
Not like that?
Sadly, no. I work out like 5 times a week, but
Oh,
other
nice.
other than that, I really don't have much.
Well, and that's
But
good. So you keep yourself accountable. Not all of us have
yeah,
that the ability to do
I
that.
I do have a couple people that keep me accountable for my running, but not my working out.
Gotcha. Well, keeping things moving. Actually, kind of funny. I have a quote on my desk, and it's actually the same one I happen to have on the wall at home. This is a quote from Muhammad Ali that says, "Don't count the days, make the days count." And that is a phrase that first time I saw that, I'm like, oh my gosh, that meant something to me. It's like, yeah, we got to make every day count. Do what we
Mm.
can with what we've got. Include people. Be all inclusive, whatever that means for people, and keep inviting, keep doing your best, keep showing up. We do what we can in whatever direction we get pulled in a lot of directions in life, right? But if we just keep showing up, keep doing the best we can, and making the days count, that's all we can do. And I truly appreciate you being here every week with me. And for all of us here with Ability MKE Now, I truly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you.